Okay, okay. We're here. We're back. It's three for the money. New episodes every Thursday, and week one of the NFL is in the books. Me and Sean are back from Vegas. Chris is here as well, and we're here to make a boatload of money on week two.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
I need to. If not, oof, after last week, I might have to start selling some personal effects.
Yeah, I'm sort of in that boat as well. But
Is this
Chris,
cash for clunkers thing still going on?
cash for clunkers. Um, all right, Chris. Let's just go ahead and start with you. What is your record? How did you do?
Well, I bet every game and did not go well. Went 5-10. The noon slate or the early slate was terrible. The afternoon slate was good, and then Sunday and Monday night were terrible. So, what are you gonna do? But no, it just gives me more motivation to make some money this week. I'm not betting every game because that was probably irresponsible. But what the hell? It's week one.
I get it. You were really excited.
I was so excited. little too excited.
It happens to the best of us. Sean, how did you do on your weekend?
Well, I went 11-2 for the lucky number 13 total bets in the NFL Week 1. It is by far the best I have ever done in gambling. Best profit I've ever made. The ROI is insane. I couldn't have asked for a better Week 1. Now, that being said, I'm probably going to take a severe step back this week.
That's the confidence you want to have.
I am extremely nervous for week 2.
Why? You're fine. You're hot. You gotta let it ride, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to bet 13 games again.
Damn straight.
But
I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
I mean, it's hard not to feel a little nervous because you have so much pressure riding on you now.
The expectations are set.
Yes, and I don't know if I can live up to them, but I will do my damn best to live up to those expectations. Will?
The expectations where they always get you.
How'd you do?
I did not bet 13 games, but I ended up going 4-4. I lost my surefire pick. While we were in Vegas, I didn't tweet this out, but there was a promo at one of the casinos we were at, and I ended up putting a nuclear missile on Eagles -4. So personally, I am up, but on the show, I'm 4-4, and right now I can live with that.
What was your surefire last week?
My surefire was man -7.
Oh yeah, God, I had him first half. That was terrible.
Yeah,
They suck.
yeah. Sam Howell is right now is just an average QB.
That's generous.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, me and Sean are back from Vegas. Lots of drinks drank, lots of money lost, lots of money gained.
Lost and gained.
Depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
I mean, I come
great
from
trip.
both sides of that coin, so.
Yeah, I'm more on the losing end of that. But we're not going to get into that. This is a sports betting show.
That's right.
This is what we're here to talk about. Well, yeah, let's get into it. But first, I think Sean, you had a monster stat that you wanted to mention.
It's not really a stat. It's more of a trend that I've been seeing a lot of, and I think I'm going to tail this week. So, the strategy is you bet on every team that didn't cover the spread versus their opponent who did. And right now, there are 12 teams that did not cover the spread, but are playing opponents who did cover the spread. And that would be Vikings, Chargers, Seahawks, Bears, Chiefs, Bengals, Giants, Broncos, Patriots, Steelers, and Bills. Or that's 11. Yeah, miscounted. Sorry. So, yeah, there are 11 teams who did not cover the spread and are playing opponents who did cover the spread. I'm obviously not going to take all of those because there are some that I'm kind of like, I'm just going to stay away from that game. But there are some that look promising to me, for sure. But we can get into that when we talk about these games.
Okay. Chris, did you have a stat that you wanted to say, or is that later?
I have a stat, but I'm gonna wait till the end.
All right.
Little tease for the folks at home.
For the people. The people stat. Well, first game, we're just gonna get into it. Not super pumped. Chargers at Titans. Titans +3 at home. Titans look piss poor last week. Yeah, man. It's tough to get a read on this. Like, the brain is obviously take Chargers -3 just because of Sean's stat and of also, I mean, Chargers put up, 34 points last week?
31.
31.
Yeah, 31 points. That's a lot of points. That's a lot more than what the Titans scored last week.
Double.
Yeah.
In fact, yes,
Almost double.
Not almost. Double. More, actually.
Who's to say?
Math is
Semantics. So I think against my better judgment, I'm going to take Titans +3. We got to get a win. We're back home. Chargers are career chokers. They couldn't beat they couldn't beat a Dolphins team that was healthy or while being healthy. Jesus, Will. So yeah, I'm taking Titans +3. I totally forgot to look at the over/under in this game. Sean, I think we know your play, but go ahead and enlighten us.
So, I'm also going to this game, as I found out this afternoon. Didn't expect to go, but I'm still going to take the Chargers -3 here. For one reason. Well, maybe it's two. I don't know. See at the end. So, listen, if I walk out of Nissan Stadium with a Titans L and they lost by 4, I got money in my back pocket. It's not a total loss on the day. If I walk out of Nissan Stadium and the Titans win, I essentially just paid for a win. So
you're hedging joy is what you're doing.
Yes, I'm hedging my happiness. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I think the play here is Chargers -3. I feel like they're kind of pissed off. They were pretty dominant in that Dolphins game for the most part until, Tyreek Hill just took a massive dump right on their chest. But yeah, I feel like they're kind of pissed off. This is obviously not the Dolphins, and I mean, Will, I know you just said they couldn't beat a healthy Dolphins team, but Dolphins look pretty good.
Tua is the betting favorite to win the MVP.
Yeah.
+600. He went from plus 1,800 to 6 after week. That's insane.
That's insane. I mean, he threw for over 400 yards in one game.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying it's crazy that he moved that much.
Yeah, it's crazy movement. I think the Dolphins look pretty good. I think the Chargers held in as best as they could to that team, but they're going to come out and lay their dicks on the table against the Titans. Chargers -3.
Mm.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But it is what it is. I'm not one of these Titans fans that's like, oh, we could beat the Chargers. No, we can't. We cannot beat the Chargers. And if we do, I'll eat my words. But, Chris, what do you got?
I mean, everything in me, like the that watched that Titans game on Sunday and saw Ryan Tannehill play the worst game of his career, maybe the worst game I've ever seen from an NFL quarterback. Everything is telling me to take the Chargers, but this line, it doesn't make much sense. I feel like the Chargers should be favored by more. But also, like, I can see the Titans play. I think they have a better defense than the Dolphins. A far better defense than the Dolphins. I think they have a better run game than the Dolphins. That's the Chargers were struggling against the run on Sunday, and I think the Titans will just run pretty much. But also, I can see Herbert coming out, blink and you miss it. It's 14-0.
Yeah.
So for that reason, fuck it. Over 45.
Okay.
Why not?
I love a good over. I love a good game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it doesn't really have to be that high score. Like, I mean, 28-20 cashes. So
I was gonna say something about Chargers here, but I forgot. Maybe it'll come back to me. I don't know.
Okay. Well, next game, divisional matchup. Ravens at Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 3.5. As of right now. All of my lines that I'm announcing these games with are all from BetMGM. If you find a different line somewhere else, use your best judgment. I don't know. Bengals had their shit pushed in last week. Not looking good for them. Not looking good for Joe Burrow. Ravens totally dominated the Texans. Not like that's a big challenge. But I'm going to throw it to Chris and see what he thinks about this game.
I'm taking Bengals -3.5. How often is Joe Burrow going to have just that dog shit of a game in back-to-back weeks? Like, I know he didn't practice much with his injury in the offseason, or the preseason, excuse me. I think they come out, and the Ravens, they lost a few guys. They lost obviously Dobbins. Did they lose an offensive lineman? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Ravens didn't impress me at all. Like, I know they ended up beating the Texans like handedly, but I mean the Texans are awful. I'm taking Bengals -3.5. I don't think we get that bad a game from Burrow and company in back-to-back weeks. Sean, what do you got?
Well, gosh, I don't know. I mean, one of these teams lost against the spread last week. So I guess I'll take that team. But this is the point I wanted to make against the Titans game, which is kind of the same as this Bengals game. You felt like the Chargers should be favored a little bit more. I think it's because it's at home. The Titans and the Bengals are at home. If this were an away game, I mean, I think
it'd be a touchdown.
I think it'd be a touchdown
for the Chargers. I don't know about the Bengals, but
I think it'd be 6.5, 7.5. But I think the Ravens kind of came out, scored, what was it, 25 on the Texans,
something like that.
I mean, the only time you're going to see Joe Burrow have a game like this again is if they play the Browns back to back. He's just not very good against the Browns. I think he's 1-6 against the Browns, like all time.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
Which is a crazy stat for how bad the Browns can be and how good Joe Burrow is. but I love the Bengals at home here. I'm not just taking it because of this betting trend, but I do think, he wants a little bit revenge. He's got the dust. He's shaking off the dust,
Mhm.
and he's ready to prove it because I think that the Ravens are really not the only competitor, but they're the Bengals' biggest competitor in this division, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Joe Burrow wants to come out. They're opening. They had their home opener against the division rival. Big game.
Hmm.
Joe Burrow wants to sling it, and maybe T. Higgins will catch a pass. Maybe.
I hope so.
Maybe.
Jesus.
We'll see.
Zero. What did he end with? 0 for 8 or 9?
What do you mean?
He had 8 attempts.
Oh, 8 targets?
Yeah, he had 8 targets.
Oh, I don't know. I just saw the goose egg in fantasy, so
Yeah,
I don't
didn't
care.
didn't catch a single one. It's
Bum.
crazy. Yeah, and that dude wants to get paid, like paid. Come on, dude.
Nah.
You got to be better. So, I'm gonna rock with the Bengals -3.5. Will, it seemed like, did you have a decision when you started this off, or were you seeing what Chris and I were thinking?
I did have a decision, and it was the Bengals. It's the only thing that worries me about this pick is this this is almost the exact same scenario as last year. I don't know if you guys remember, but the Bengals lost their first 2 games last year straight up outright. I think they got boat raced in both those games, and everybody was like, "What was wrong?" So, but then obviously they, you know, made the playoffs um, after that. So, I've it is tough to see Joe Burrow having that kind of performance 2 weeks in a row. Tough to foresee that. So, I will also take Bengals -3.5. They're at home. They obviously want to do better than last week. Um, yeah, and it's a divisional matchup. I mean, anything could happen. But
For
uh,
sure.
but yeah,
For
next
sure.
game for sure. Next game we have the Chiefs playing the Jags in Jacksonville. The Jags are home dogs by 3.5. Now, I'm not sure if Travis Kelce is going to come back or not, but I think if he is, then I think this is a Chiefs slam dunk. Chiefs -3.5. They signed Chris Jones. If Kelsey's back, then the Chiefs are back. It's as simple as that because he can catch a pass, unlike any other teammate that he has. None of them
Kadarius
can.
Tony. He's the main culprit there.
He is. He definitely is. He's a bum. That was a very disappointing performance by the Chiefs, but I guess they were injured. But yes, I am rocking with Chiefs -3.5 here. I think this can be a wake up call to the Jags. This is a first place schedule, and you got to earn it. Sean, what do you think?
Man, I feel like a broken record here, but these numbers don't lie. Chiefs did not cover the spread last week. Mahomes is pissed off. I think Travis Kelsey will play in this game. He was very close to playing Thursday. He's had a couple more days to relax than if he would have sat out on Sunday. I'm gonna rock Chiefs -3.5. I did already put this bet in. I got it at -3 on FanDuel. Um, but everybody's talking hot shit about the Jags. I think you know Chiefs just lost to one of the worst franchises in NFL history in Week 1.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna,
Yeah.
they're gonna come out and they're gonna swing it. And as soon as they lost to the Lions, they signed Chris Jones, and they were like, okay, well, we're sorry, basically. Here's your money.
Please come back.
Please come back. Please, baby, come back, please. So, yeah, Chiefs minus 3.5. Lock it in. This is a slam dunk play.
Mhm.
Chris.
I mean, we agree again, boys. I got Chiefs. Like you, Sean, I got it earlier today. I got Chiefs minus 3. The hook might make me a little nervous, but I think they could win easily. Kelsey did practice today, for whatever that's worth. I think I'll be surprised if he doesn't play. If I'm being honest, uh, even if he doesn't, I think the Chiefs they have time to game plan around Kadarius Toney and to get him involved as little as possible. So, yeah, plus obviously Chris Jones coming back is good. You did say, yeah, the Chiefs just lost to historically one of the, if not the worst franchises in professional football. Are they going to lose back-to-back weeks to two historically god-awful NFL franchises? I don't think so. Give me the Chiefs minus 3. I mean, how often are you going to get like a small number with the Chiefs?
That's very true.
Not
Mhm.
very often. So
Yeah.
I'll take it while I can. Give me Chiefs minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's see. Next game. Niners at Rams. Rams are home dogs by 8.5 points. I've been pondering this game for many minutes.
Sounds like a long time.
Yes, many. Um, I have an idea of what I want to pick, but maybe you two can sway me another way. Chris, what would do? Please drop me a monster stat. I know you're a stat guy.
I don't have any stats for this one, but I am
Oh.
taking over I'm taking over 44.5. It's moved up 2 points since it opened. It opened at 42 or 42.5, excuse me. I mean, Niners offense is amazing. Like the Chiefs, excuse me. The Steelers do have a good defense. Like they do. The Niners just dummied them. Like they did whatever they wanted. I think they'll do the same this week. I don't think the Rams are very good. Their offense, though, holy shit! Like apparently Matthew Stafford's just back. He's just heard all this talk in the offseason, like, oh, he's too hurt, he's done, he's going to retire. No, he dropped 30 points against like a good Seahawks team with, I mean, who the hell at wide receiver? Like nobody good. So I'm not saying they'll score 30 again, but if we can get 2, 3 touchdowns, I think we hit this over. I would that I want to lay the 8.5 with the Niners, but that big a number, division rival, that scares me. So give me the over 44.5. Sean, what do you like?
I also
Let's try to
like the
convince
over.
Phil.
I
Let's
also like
go.
this over. I
Let's
did get
go.
it at over 45 instead of 44.5, which I'm still comfortable with enough to take it. I think you said it best. These offenses are explosive. I don't know where this Puka Nuke guy came from. I don't know how to say his last name, but I'm gonna call him Nuke because God, he can catch balls and he can.
There's already a nuke in the NFL, though.
Yeah, but he didn't show up, so he was a dud.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, that's true. But I do love this over. Like I said, explosive offenses, division rivals, just bloodbath. I just want a bloodbath. That's all I want, and I think the over is the way to go here.
Let's go. Will, did we convince you?
No,
Did you
Son
take?
of a
Did you want to take the over, the under?
no. I think I'm gonna take the Rams here.
Okay.
This I can. It's just a divisional matchup. It's more than a touchdown. Rams scored a bunch of points last week. This new guy on the Rams, Puanuka, I think that's how you say his name. I don't know.
He's Samoan. I looked it up, if you're wondering, Sean.
Oh, that means
Right,
he's
right.
automatically a dog. Yeah, it's a divisional matchup. Niners could easily win this game by 7. So I'm taking Rams plus 8.5. Again, divisional matchup, anything can happen. It's a big number. I'm taking the Rams.
Nice.
I like
Yeah,
it.
that's that. Next game, Jets at Cowboys. All right. Cowboys are favored by 9.5. Okay. In Dallas. Okay. So the Cowboys took a massive fucking stinky sky dump all over the Giants' chest. If you follow us on social media, there was a guy with lobster pants that I talked to for a little bit. He had a New York Giants mug. I took it as a sign from God. Did not go my way. We're gonna move past it. Hopefully, I don't see lobster pants again.
I wonder what that guy's doing right now. Hope he's having a real rough day.
He had a real rough day on Sunday. I'll tell you that. But I think that the play here is under, let's see, is it under 38 and a half. Okay. If we've known anything about the NFL for the past couple years, is that if spreads are 9.5 or higher, take the under. And those hit, I don't have the numbers, but they hit really often because the books normally overanalyze like a huge favorite, and either the huge favorite totally stomps on the dog and shuts him out and doesn't score enough points for the over, or the dog plays up to the standard and shuts down the favorite and win. So I think the play here is under 38 and a half. That's what I'm rolling with. I think my system now is if I see a big ass spread like 9.5 or more, under. I'm trying to get all these wins I can right now. So, Chris.
I am I might be falling into the trap here. I'm taking Cowboys -9. The Jets, I think I've seen a lot of Jets fans on social media since Monday night just trying to talk themselves into like, oh no, we can still win the Super Bowl. Like we have an elite defense, great run game. We can still win this Super Bowl even
Oh,
without Aaron Rodgers.
come off
I
that.
think this is when their world just crumbles down. I think the Cowboys stomp them. I do. I think they are just far better. Their pass rush we saw on Sunday night is elite, and the Jets' offensive line is terrible. I mean, they couldn't even protect Aaron Rodgers for more than 4 plays and snapped his Achilles. So, what are we talking about here? I think the Jets' defense is very good, but people are pumping them up like they're the fucking 86 Bears. Let's calm down here for a second. Uh, Two of those turnovers, or actually, I guess you could say three, were Josh Allen just being a bonehead. The first interception was terrible. Like that was, I think he was thinking essentially it was a punt. So he was like, fuck it, why not? Let's just launch it. The second pick was kind of the same. It was just terrible throw. The fumble, he just dropped it. Like it wasn't like nobody caused him to fumble. He just dropped the football. The third interception was a great play. I will give him that. So I think let's kind of pump the brakes here with the Jets have this defense that can beat anybody. I think the whole team comes back to earth and actually goes to hell. Cowboys -9 in a blowout. I almost made it my surefire, but it's too big a number. But I think they beat the shit out of them. Sean, what are you thinking?
Um, fuck it, we ball.
Let's go.
Jets plus 9.5. You want to take
Oh,
that?
oh,
You want
okay.
to take that back, Chris?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. Yeah. So, in a rare outing, Dak Prescott did not throw an interception last week. In a rare outing, like you said, Chris, the Jets have a good defense. They are not the 86 Bears by any means. Nobody's saying that. I'm certainly not saying that. I know
A
Jets
lot of
fans are. I know
yeah.
Jets fans are, but I'm certainly not saying that. but this just screams. This spread is way too high. It's way too high. And I know that I know Zach Wilson is quarterback. I know that. This is a
The MILF
pure
Hunter.
this is a
Jesus.
pure fuck it we ball pick. I think, you know, I do think the Cowboys do win this game. They do win this game. But I really don't have anything else for y'all other than just blind faith on
In Zach Wilson.
no, in Dak Prescott in Dak Prescott to throw interceptions. That's all I'm banking on is cuz he is now due to throw interceptions.
Okay.
Yeah. He didn't
After-
really he didn't really do too much
He didn't
in
have
that
to.
in that Giants game. Yeah.
He
I
didn't
mean-
have to, but
Halfway through the first quarter, it was what 26-0.
yeah.
That was just a monsoon.
Yeah. And you know what? I might give it to the Giants a little bit. It was raining, but man, you gotta play better again. I think these are two big defenses as well. I'm certainly Dallas showed up. Bills showed up, or sorry, Bills didn't show up, but the Jets defense sure did. I could easily see this going under as well, but two defenses going head to head like this, I gotta take the big dog here at Jets plus 9.5.
Next game, Sunday Night Football. Dolphins at the Patriots. Patriots are home dogs by 3. Patriots had a chance to win against the Eagles. I know that because I was sweating it out. My nuclear missile secret play. But couldn't cover the spread there. Dolphins look like world beaters. Sean, what do you think?
Man, I wrote this down, and I already took it. But man, I'm going Pat's money line. I'm going Pat's money line here. Prime time Sunday Night Football. Division rival at home. Back in, is it still called Gillette?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. In Gillette Stadium. I mean, I don't. This is a pure vibes play, honestly.
I get
this. The Pats also did not cover the spread last week, and I really don't have a dog money line like I did last week with the Browns and the Lions. So I just have to sprinkle one in here real quick. Pat's money line. Crazy shit happens on Sunday Night Football, and you just got to rock with it. And I'm going to rock with it, and I'm going to stand by it.
Okay.
Will, what do you got?
I'm taking Dolphins -3.
Yeah,
I
makes
think
sense.
that what does that
No, I
make sense?
said-
Why does that make sense?
No,
You
I mean,
chirping me, bro?
No, I'm saying the Dolphins pick makes sense. Mine
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
make any sense.
All right. I'm taking the Dolphins -3. I think that this is. I'm hoping this isn't a trap. I think this is a nut up or shut up type of game for Tua and the Dolphins. I think if they can just beat the Patriots, then I don't know. I guess I was about to say if they can beat the Patriots, then they're real, but I think the Patriots stink. I don't think, man. The Patriots aren't definitely world beaters either, but I think if they can just win these divisional games, I think this is easily like a put your nuts on the table situation for Tua and the Dolphins. And that's what I'm going with. And I know Tyreek wants to get 2,000 yards this season. So I also may sprinkle the under on that, but follow the Twitter and to see if I play that one. But that's all I got for that game. Chris, what do you think about this game?
Will, I'm glad you said that. That's perfect. I am not sprinkling. I am betting the under 47 and a half, or 47 even, excuse me. Uh, Belichick's or the Patriots defense is very good. At least they played very well in week one. Uh, they held the almost, did Hurts win MVP last year? I don't remember.
Uh, no, I think Mahomes won MVP.
Oh yeah, though. So he held MVP contender to, I mean, like two real touchdowns because they had the pick six and then they had a drive gifted to him at like the 20 when Zeke fumbled. So I think Belichick's gonna have the defense ready. He's gonna have a perfect scheme going. I think they hold the Dolphins. I love, honestly, Patriots plus 2.5, but two is just a winner. And like when he plays, the Dolphins win. So I didn't feel comfortable with either side. So I'm just gonna play the under. Also, I mean, the Patriots offense sucks. So if,
Yes, they are not good.
if the Patriots can play like they did last week on defense, can play like they did last week, and the Dolphins can play a shred of defense, this game I think will go under by quite a lot. Also, it's prime time, and games in prime time go under. I think it's already 3-1 this year.
It's just a fact.
Yeah,
Just a
so
fact.
I mean that's not the reason I'm taking it, but it helps. So under 47.
Hell yeah. Well, that's gonna be it for our main slate that we talk about this week. Let's go into our surefire picks. Chris, do you have a double unit surefire guaranteed not to lose pick? Surefire.
I do have a double unit surefire guarantee, whatever.
You almost had
Let's
it.
make it. I did whatever. Let's make it 2-0. Like we're 1-0 now. Let's make it 2-0. There's a really stinky game coming up on Sunday. It's the Commanders and the Broncos. The Commanders offense, I thought they were going to be really good with Bieniemy, and Hal apparently was looking good in preseason. They suck. The Cardinals are trying to lose, and they almost won that game. And the Broncos, I mean, they have a really good defense. I think Russell Wilson he might just be terrible now. I don't know. But what do we do with stinky games? We take the under 38.5. You're telling me these teams are going to score 5 touchdowns, more than 5 touchdowns? I don't see it. So,
No, sir.
Manders, Broncos under 38.5 to go to 2-0 on Surefires this year. I love it. Will,
Yes.
talk to me. Let's get on the board here with the Surefire picks. What do you got?
Okay, so my double unit guaranteed not to lose surefire play of the week is going to be the Lions -5.5 against the Seahawks.
Ooh.
Okay. Lions, oh my gosh. If they can not get in the way of themselves, this can cruise. I think Tyler Lockett got hurt. Smith and Jigba's out.
Oh, he is.
I don't think Seattle's very good. This is I think the Lions stomp the Seahawks. I kind of wanted to take the over in this game, because last year that game, I think there was 80 points scored.
It was a shootout.
It was like
yeah.
53-30 something. That game was crazy. I wanted to take the over, but I do think the Lions defense got better. Yeah, but I think the Lions are just going to stomp the Seahawks. Lions -5.5. They got dogs on that team, and they love playing for this coach. They'll bite in kneecaps. They're doing exactly what they're doing. So that's my surefire pick. Sean, what is your surefire pick?
My surefire double unit guaranteed not to lose pick of the week is Packers Falcons over 40.5. Now let me tell you why. This Falcons run game is kind of tight. It's kind of elite. Splitting
Yeah.
Algier and Bijan is dangerous. And do you know what the Packers can't do? Is stop the run. They cannot stop the run. I think they're ranked like 28th in the league with opposing rushing yards, which is not good, which makes this even better for me. But I mean, the Packers also put a whomping on the Bears. Now they do own the Bears, like they legally own the Bears.
Damn
Yes, and the
straight.
Bears defense stinks.
Yes, and I think Packers could put up some points here. This isn't going to be a shootout like I think the Niners Rams game is. I'm hoping to be, but I can definitely see 41 points being scored here. Most definitely. So, surefire double unit, guaranteed to win. I think I said that right. Play of the week is Packers Falcons over 40.5. Easy money.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're going to win all of our surefires this week.
I'm going 2-0.
I'm going to win my first one. All right. That's our surefires, but we got extra plays. Sean, give me your extra plays this week.
All right. First extra play. I've got the Colts -1. Man, Tony Richardson looks pretty damn good, and I'm calling
I
him
hate
Tony.
that you call him that.
I'm calling him Tony. I'm calling him Tony Richardson. He didn't ask me to, but I'm doing it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Richardson looks a lot better than I thought he would.
Yeah.
He put up some points against the Jags, which was really surprising. I thought that game was a lot closer than I thought it would be, except in the fourth quarter when the Jags just, won by 10. But I think the Colts easily take this game. I don't think it's really going to be close, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure why this is a pick 'em.
Who are they playing?
The
Texans.
Texans.
Okay.
Yep. For my next extra pick, I've got the Bucks -2.5. I think the Bake Show might have been renewed for a second season. Or
That
maybe
was
his-
awesome.
Yeah. The Bake Show's he's kind of back.
Back.
say?
Let's go.
He's low-key back.
He played really good.
Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of
he
wild what he can do with kind of like with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and
yeah, really.
like good wide receivers. It's kind of wild what he can do. So yeah, I got the Bucks -2.5. I do have Seattle +5.5. Sorry, Will, but this is the lost against the spread last week bet that I am comfortable with. Next is Giants -6.
It's up to 6.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
They're playing the Cardinals?
Yep.
yeah, in Arizona. We all know that Danny Dimes is afraid of the dark, which is why he lost that game.
Yes, I should have remembered that.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's afraid of the dark.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot. Shit.
And luckily, this game's at 3:30. So I think, he's looking for a little bit of revenge. He's looking to get some confidence back in playing this dog shit Arizona team that is actively trying to get the first pick in the draft. Give me the Giants -6 all day. Another bet that, another team that didn't cover the spread last week, who's playing a team that did. So, give me that. Chris, I also have the Manders Broncos under 38.5.
Let's go.
In my notes here, I just wrote not good. And
Yes, not good.
I think that's really
Excellent
all I need to say.
insider information.
That's all I need to say is just not good. I think you said it best. This is a stinky game that I will probably only be watching if it's on, if they somehow switch it on Red Zone.
Well,
Switch.
they're not going to score any points, so we're never going to see it.
Yeah, so we're never going to see any plays from that game on Red Zone. And for my last pick, my 13th pick, my lucky number, they burned me last week, but I'm taking them again. One of my only losses last week, but I'm taking Panthers plus 3.5. Primetime, divisional underdog at home. You can't beat it. Just go out there and show that the Saints are not as good as we made them out to be. Please. This is almost a revenge pick for myself. But I still believe in this Panthers team. Bryce did not play great. I don't think he played terrible, but he did not play great. And I think coming out at home, getting the crowd hyped, getting the home crowd hyped for you, could really boost your confidence a little bit here. So, yeah, it's my last play. Panthers plus 3. Chris,
Awesome.
what are your extra picks?
All right. Well, I said towards the beginning of the show that I do have a juicy little stat for you guys, and here it is. Since 2014, 62 teams have lost on week 1 by double digits. In week 2, those teams are 39, 22, and 1 against the spread, and 32 and 30 straight up. So, that being, yeah, and there are 7 games that fall into that category this week. One of them being Colts Texans. They both fall into that. They play each other. Also, don't like either of those teams, so I'm not going to bet it. Already said. So the rest that do already said this: Bengals minus 3.5, Bears plus 3, Giants minus 5.5, Seahawks plus 5.5. Sorry, Will. Steelers plus 2.5, Panthers plus 3, and sorry, Sean, I'm also taking Packers Falcons under 40.5. And
how does that fall into that stat?
They don't. I'm just taking
it.
Both of those teams play at I think the Falcons they rank at the bottom of plays per game, and the Packers are also in the bottom 10. I think this game is going to go at a snail's pace. Both teams do like to run the football, so running game, give me under 40.5. What you did say does make me nervous, but I don't want to go against my gut. So yeah, that's the rest of the bunch.
Can you read out all the teams that those games do apply to for those stats?
Yes. So Bengals minus 3.5. They got their shit pushed in, obviously, and like I said, already taking them. Bears plus 3. That one makes me nervous, but it falls into the system, so we're taking it. Giants minus 5.5. For everything you said, I think they mollywop the Cardinals. Seahawks plus 5.5. Don't love it. Falls into the system. I don't think they're as bad as they played on Sunday, but we'll see. Steelers plus 2.5. They can't play that bad again. Tomlin won't let them. And then Panthers plus 3. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, if the Panthers lay an egg again, they might be going on the list.
they're very close to being the list. I'm sorry, I was confused by your stat earlier. I didn't realize that you were just taking those teams that fell into the system, and then you also had the under. Okay, but now I understand.
The under has nothing to do with it. I just like it, so I'm taking it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm caught up now. Will, what does the rest of your card look like? Do you have anything that contradicts with our Surefire picks? Because we have
no.
We're all fading each other.
No, my only other 2 plays, I got Tampa Bay minus 2.5 against the Bears. Big Show's back. Let's see. And then my only other play that I love, that was almost my surefire pick, where was Manders Broncos under 39.
Okay.
So those are my only two other plays. No one has made my list this past week. Granted, we were in Vegas. We didn't really pay attention fully to all of the games. So we will see who makes the list next week. Um, but yeah, I think that's it.
I got a college bet for Thursday night.
Lay it on me.
Memphis minus 14.5 against Navy. Navy is god awful, and Memphis is pretty good. So that's simple.
Hell yeah.
I also have a bet for that game. I have. Let me pull up the stats real quick though, because I've got stats.
Ooh.
Stats on stats on stats.
Yeah. So I am taking Navy Memphis under 23.5 for the first half of the game.
I like that.
Navy has hit the first half game total under in their last 6 away games. And where's Memphis's? Okay. And Memphis has hit the first half game total under in 7 of their last 9 games. So I saw that and I was like, that's it. That's all I need. Under 23.5 Thursday college football action. Probably won't be watching it just because, there's football.
NFL on.
There's professional football on. But, yeah, I don't really want to see Navy just run the ball again. But, yeah, I think that just about does it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That just about does it. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Follow us on all socials. Link is in the bio. Follow us on TikTok for Bandit's Thursday night play. He won last week. I don't see why anyone would fade him.
Want to know?
Like me. I put my bet in first. So
yeah, same here.
And he should have an all dog parlay. He forgot to do it last week. He wasn't quite sure about week 1. So,
well,
but
we weren't here to show him the slate because he's a dog and he doesn't know who's playing. We have to show him.
Yeah.
So it'll be back, but
Bandit, the dog who knows.
Knows ball.
He does know.
Bandit knows balls. Yeah, follow us on everything. Link is in the bio. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I think that's it. All right. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money.
All right. Woo!